Focused and fearless, here's everything you need to know this rush hour of June 26, Wednesday. I'm Riza Diaz. Ongoing water service interruptions are attributed mainly to the depleting supply in Angat Dam. Now, water concessionaires are bold to say that the problem could have been avoided if only other sources were sought long before. Shaila Francisco has the report.
At the House hearing on the water supply shortage, several congressmen questioned the National Water Resources Board's decision to reduce the allocation for Metro Manila last Saturday. From 40 cubic meters per second, allocation was cut to 36 CMS, resulting in longer water interruption.
Bakit po 4 cubic meters per second? Bakit hindi po 1.5 para hindi po masyadong naging 12 to 17 hours ang interruption?
Binabudget po natin yung available tubig para po mapagkasya natin bago po umabot yung mga pakulan.
Water level at Angat Dam continues to fall below the 160-meter critical mark. Amid the rainy season, the dam is estimated to return to the 180-meter minimum operating level only by September. Because of this, both Maynilad and Manila Water wrote to the MWSS Regulatory Office saying they cannot fulfill the 24/7 water availability due to force majeure. But some lawmakers are not convinced.
Nilikha po ng tao ang problemang ito. Partikular yung patakaran ng privatisasyon at yung mga kapalpakan ng MWSS at na iba pang mga ehensya na lumikha ng sitwasyon na natutuyo na ang Angat Dam.
For the water concessionaires, the shortage could have been prevented if other alternative sources were put up.
Umasa po kami na mangyayari yung Kaliwa Dam as early as panahon pa po nung before this administration.
Kung sana po naaprubahan yung aming Tayabasan Dam na 175 million liters per day noong 2012, dapat po mas meron tayong tubig ngayon.
The MWSS admits that there were shortcomings in the past.
Wake up call ito eh. We realize na umiyak ng Angat, hindi ko na po kaya ang requirement niyo sa Metro Manila. Kaya kailangan talaga tayong mag-source ng ibang tubig sa ibang lugar.
Local Water Utilities Administration, meanwhile, offered to share supply of its local water districts to the Metro. Lawmakers also renewed calls for the creation of the Department of Water, which they are hoping for the next Congress to take up. Shaila Francisco, VR1 News.
Tropical Depression Dodong has maintained its strength but slowed down overnight. It was last spotted 700 kilometers east of Calayan, Cagayan, with maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 60 kilometers per hour. Dodong is also moving towards the northeast at 20 kilometers per hour. It is not expected to make landfall over any other part of the country, neither does it have any direct effect in the archipelago. However, Dodong is pulling the southwest monsoon or habagat, and because of that, the western section of Luzon, including Ilocos region, Central Luzon, Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, and Bicol, will experience monsoon rains. Monsoon rains will also drench parts of Palawan and eastern Visayas. While in Mindanao, weather today will be generally fair with some localized rain showers and thunderstorms. Malacanang, meanwhile, isn't sold yet into the idea of having water utilities returned under government control. That's amid the ongoing water supply shortage in Metro Manila. Presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo says the proposal, just like any other suggestion, should first be thoroughly studied. Bayan Muna Chairman Nery Colmenares warns that the country could be in for the worst possible water crisis in the Philippine history if utilities are kept in the hands of private sector. Panelo says the president has no new directive yet in response to the water problem in the metro.
Kaya nga pinag-aaralan lahat ng mga pwedeng gawin to solve the problem.
Now, on the other hand, it looks like President Duterte had a change of heart regarding his stance on federalism. During hugpong ng pagbabagos oath-taking, the chief executive admitted that he's okay if federalism won't be pushed. Recall that he wanted to change the government system from unitary to federalism because he believes this is the only way to solve poverty and to keep lasting peace in Mindanao. Now, as of this moment, the draft federal charter remains pending in Congress.
If you do not want federalism, fine. But change the constitution that would really change this nation.
President Duterte is also leaving it to outgoing House Speaker Gloria Arroyo to make a choice for the next official of the top official of the lower house. Duterte says he will no longer be making an endorsement for the post since the House Speaker aspirants are all his friends. Arroyo meanwhile declined to take a pick.
Si ma'am na lang para to spare me the agony of choosing. Kasi kaibigan ko at ayaw kong may magsama ng loob. Ayaw daw niya. Sabi ko, maingay yung ba? Sabi ko, may sabihin mo. Pag ayaw niyang maipamili, pakulong ko siya uli. Ngayon dito na.
The 18th Congress opens in a couple of weeks, but classes started early for newbie senators. Mayan Los Baños tells us more.
It seemed like the first day high for neophyte senators who attended an orientation about their work in the upper chamber starting next month. All newbie senators like Senators Francis Tolentino, Bongo, Bato de la Rosa, and Amy Marcos were present. The senators said they learned a lot, especially in the process of filing bills and the operation of different offices in the Senate. But they also admitted that they have yet to learn more.
It was a short briefing, so marami pa kaming dapat tanungin kung ano talaga yung mga functions ng offices, especially committees, yung mga conducting of committee hearings. Pwede raw kaming makipag one-on-one sa kanila.
Request po kayo special briefing?
Maybe. Kasi kailangan rin namin malaman kung how to conduct hearings.
De La Rosa said he is self-studying and has a book on Senate rules. He said he is ready to conduct hearings under the Committee on Public Order, which he will chair in the 18th Congress. De La Rosa said he is also willing to investigate the extrajudicial killings, most of which happened in the government's drug war under his watch as PNP chief.
Bakit ako mag-inhibit? Bakit ako bang pumatay? Hindi mo na ako pumatay. Iba na ako ngayon, senador na. Senador na ako, hindi na ako pulis.
After the orientation, the neophyte senators checked their future offices. Tolentino was given the room of outgoing Senator J.V. Ejercito, while Majority Leader Mig Subiri's extension office was the room prepared for De La Rosa. Go will have outgoing Senator Gringo Nason's office, and Senator Amy Marcos will take the room of Senator Antonio Trillanes, one of the president's top critics.
Sabi ko naman na wala ka nang magagawa dahil ikaw yung huling bumunot. Ang gawin mo na lang, magtawag ka ng pari at ipabindisyonan mo yung opisina. Baka mahirap na, masapian ka pa ng masamang spirito.
Marcos has this to say about Senator Go's joke.
Siguro magpapatawag ako ng mga igorot namin dahil kailangan basbasan yung office ko. Kung papayag si Senator Trillanes, sasabihin ko kay Sani, makikisayaw kami dun sa mga igorot namin para mabindisyonan ng todo.
In a statement, Senator Trillanes took a swipe at Marcos's plan. He said he wouldn't mind if the ritual was meant to fulfill her mandate as a senator, but he said it is the height of hypocrisy, coming even from a Marcos, if conducting the ritual was really meant to insinuate that he is somehow evil. Starting July 1, the senators may file the bills they want to push in the 18th Congress. Marcos said she will file bills for barangays, the Sangguniang Kabataan, and the LGBTQ community. De La Rosa meanwhile said he will push for the death penalty among drug traffickers. Reporting for News 5, Mayan Los Baños, we are One News.
Here are the biggest stories from the dailies. Amid the incident in Recto Bank, President Duterte says China would continue to fish within Philippine waters and there is no one stopping them. Why? Well, Philippine Star quotes the president saying this is because we're friends. Under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea or unclosed countries may only manage to explore and use resources that are within the 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone or EEZ, and Recto Bank falls within Philippines EEZ. Now, President has insisted that China won't back down from its historical claim on the territory and that there's no point going to war with the East Asian giant over it. The cabinet is due for a shakeup. That's according to a source in Malacanang who said that the president has been continuously assessing his cabinet members in terms of their performance and the performance of their bureau chiefs. Filipino Star ngayon reports that the Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol is among those that might get the chop. And this from Business World. A global survey shows Filipino millennials' confidence in the country's economic and socio-political situation has declined. This means more youth are now skeptical towards traditional institutions like political leaders, religious leaders, and even the media. The survey conducted by Navarro Ampere and Company covered about 13,400 millennials in 42 countries. Still, the survey proved Filipino millennials are more optimistic than their peers, as globally, less than a third expected their economies and socio-political situations to improve. Let's fast break now to Sports Rush. 2018 MVP James Harden flew all the way to the Philippines just to meet one Filipino baller whose life was changed by basketball. Lynn Olivario with the story.
No less than the 2018 NBA MVP James Harden rocked the College of Human Kinetics gym at the University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Welcome to the Manila Heat. Man, what do you say?
I feel like we're in Houston, Texas right now. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
In a community give-back activity arranged by Adidas, the Houston Rockets guard met the national wheelchair basketball team, who has competed in international Paralympic competitions, using their creativity in the sport to rise above their conditions and strive to be elite athletes in the game of basketball.
Actually, masayang-masaya ako, hindi lang ako, yung buong team namin, kasi first time talaga namin makasama yung isang NBA superstar na kagaya niya.
The 29-year-old star then conducted drills with young athletes from select schools in Metro Manila.
Fundamentals. These are very, very important. All right, the next move is crossover behind the back. All right, guys, crossover behind the back.
Of course, James Harden himself made it rain.
I don't really get this chance a lot, so I'm very blessed that I was given this opportunity to play by side and to be trained by him.
And then, James Harden got to know the story of Noraisa Lucman, a member of the UP women's basketball team who hails from Iligan City, living her dream now after always aiming to study and play ball in UP, despite the road not being easy.
Basketball changed my life because it gave me a chance na makapag-aral sa pangarap kong university. Since I am a Muslim and we're not allowed to join any sport like basketball because women, basta babae, bawal talaga mag-basketball. But I love playing basketball, so I pursue playing basketball. This is all for my family because in Mindanao, we are not like this, not rich, not poor, but I pursue this for my family. Like, it's my in our family, it's first time that Muslim women who enter playing basketball.
The inspiration, of course, went both ways.
I'm inspired also, and I'm just so appreciative to hear your story and see how far you've came. And the only way you can go now is the top. Like, keep inspiring people, keep having that same amazing heart and same passion about basketball, about your family, about life, about your friends, and only good things will happen for you. So it was a pleasure to meet you, and I'm proud of you. Keep going.
The two-time scoring champ ended the day with these words.
I just want to say thank you guys for coming out. It means a lot to me. This is my third or fourth times here in the Philippines, and every time I come, I have an amazing time. Obviously, you guys have a different type of respect and love and passion for the game of basketball, so it allows me and makes me want to continue to come back. So thank you guys. Hope I can continue to inspire you guys. Keep having dreams and keep chasing your dreams. All right, thank you and love.
For News 5, Lynn Olivario. We are One News.
Thousands of fans flocked to Japan as the cast of the hit Netflix series Stranger Things visited Tokyo to promote their third and final season. MJ Marfori will tell us more.
They are
Hollywood's next generation superstars. Thousands of Stranger Things fans in Japan gathered to see the cast members: Noah Schnapp, Gaten Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, and Sadie Sink. Each cast member, led by Millie Bobby Brown or 11, have millions of social media followers. But the cast members remain unassuming and humble despite their immense popularity, especially online.
Is it a conscious effort for you guys to curate what you put out online to your fans?
Yeah, you always have to worry about what you're putting out there, because once it's out there,
I still get so nervous. That's probably why I don't post so much, because I'm like, oh my god, there's so many people.
I think it's important to speak what you believe and speak what you
use
want
your
to talk about, because
Be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not.
Season 3 will mark their coming of age. This means teenage romance will be tackled, and fans expect to see mature scenes from their idols.
It's everything I've been asking for. The fans are growing up as well, and they kind of want to see
something different.
The thing about changes in character, every change needs a purpose, and every change that each character in the show goes through has a purpose, and so it's natural, it flows well.
Stranger Things brings a lot of nostalgia across fans of all ages, since it is set in the 80s. The young cast revealed what they love most about the 80s, the values from the era that are applicable in interpersonal relationships, whether on cam or in real life.
Oh yeah, probably friendship. Just understanding the meaning of friendship a lot more. I've already understood friendship, but it's just seeing it on screen. Just like, yeah, this is how friendship should be. We're really there for each other. Like having walkie-talkies and biking to each other's
See,
houses.
that's why I don't answer.
The show also stars Winona Ryder as Joyce Byers and David Harbour as Chief Hopper. Season 3 will stream on Netflix starting on July 4th. For News 5, MJ Marfori, we are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again next time for another round of Rush. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.